Shalom Israel, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Brakatah to the brothers, Yahweh Shemar Alatah Shem Yahushua to the sisters. This is another ISUPK Brotherhood class. I'm saying under the leadership of Commander General Yohana. We've been spitting this truth since 1969. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are God's chosen people. And the Bible is about us. We are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. The Hebrew Israelites. Hebrew is the language. Israel is the man we descend from. You know what I'm saying? We are the chosen lineage of God. And it's Tuesday is the Brotherhood class for us to come together and understand these scriptures. Get into it. You know what I'm saying? Get into it. It's our time. You know what I'm saying? Like every other nation have everything they had to establish. It's on us to establish something. And one thing we have to establish is doctrine. Black people have been caught up with so many doctrines for so long, like certain things that won't save us. Paraphrasing what the priest was bringing out last week. We look for gods and nations that can't save us. You know what I'm saying? We've been in Christianity and they can't save us. We've been in Islam and it didn't save us. We've been everything. We've been in the streets. We've been gangsters. We've been robbers. We've been everything. Shalom, priest. We've been everything. And it haven't changed us. You know what I'm saying? We don't even try to say, you know what? I don't really believe in nothing and walk the individual light path. It haven't changed us. And when I say change us, I mean us as a whole. It haven't changed our position. We're still destroyed. You know what I'm saying? We're still at the bottom. So what we do in the ISUPK, we give you back what you lost. You know what I'm saying? We give you back what you lost. That was your first love. You lost your first love. You lost the Most High. You don't know who he is. We've been in these churches 100 years, and you ask them, what is the name of the Most High? And you get 100 different answers. You get 100 different answers. But when you go to Islam and ask them what's their God's name, they all going to say one thing. You go to Buddhism and ask them what's the God name in Buddhism, they all going to say the same thing. But when you ask black people, who's the God of the Bible? Some going to say Yahweh. Some going to say Yahuwah. Some going to say Jesus. Some going to say God. You know what I'm saying? Some going to say the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You're going to get 20 different answers. In the ISUPK, we giving the Bible, his name is Yahweh. And his son's name is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And the topic today is understanding wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Because we fell off from being wise. We are not wise. We are considered one of the most idiotic races in the Bible. This is why, look at us on television. They put us in a form of chucking and jiving and being entertainers because that's how they truly see us. Like Kanye West brought out, the entertainment business is the first line of the defense and the poorest amongst the royals. You know what I'm saying? It's like back in the day, jousters, jesters, and clowns. People that's paid to make you entertain. Entertain me. Dance. While the royal family just watch. While people of high stature watch. You know what I'm saying? This is what happened. Now, we look at these people like they're at the top of the top when they're not. And you're not. You're at the bottom of the bottom. So we give you the truth about it. And sometimes the truth hurt. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you can't understand what we're saying. And this is what this class is about. Because what we are saying is wise. What we are saying to you is wise. And we're going to prove it. Give me the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7. Verse 7. We're gonna start it off with Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Because I had a brother in the chat last week who asked me, I really want to learn. He said, I'm sincere. I really want to learn, but it just seemed like the camps, you Hebrew Israelite camps, just teach a lot of hate. Y'all like violent. And I explained we harm nobody. He like, you know what? That's crazy. Y'all didn't harm anybody. I don't know why I feel like and it's because of the world, and we don't understand wisdom. We look at what we're doing in the ISUPK as hate. We look at what we're doing, and when I say we, I'm talking about black people. They look at what we're doing in the ISUPK and say, yo, why are y'all always yelling? Why are y'all always mad? Why do you have spikes on? Why you got a dog collar on your head? Why do you do this? Why do you do this? It's because they don't understand wisdom. You know what I'm saying? We have to understand wisdom at its finest core. And the understanding wisdom is the beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Most High God. And that's one thing we established under Commander General Yohana. He told us straight up, listen, fear the Lord. I was fearing the virus. I was fearing the vaccine. I was fearing everything, COVID-19. I was fearing the vaccines they give the children when they're born. I was fearing everything except the Most High God. So I heard Commander General Yohana say, why would you fear those things? Fear the Most High God and keep his commandments, and you ain't got nothing else to worry about. And it hit me like, wow, you know what? That makes so much sense. Because I was scared of the coronavirus, but guess what I wasn't scared of? Weed, hoes, robbing, stealing. You know what I'm saying? We don't fear those things, the things that's against the Most High, because we lack wisdom. Paraphrasing, we perish for a lack of wisdom. And the ISUPK is here to give you back that wisdom. And again, if you got any questions in the comments, type them in the chat. These classes are for you. You so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American, these classes are for you. These scriptures are yours. If you don't have nothing in this hell called America, these scriptures are yours and your children forever. The Most High God made a covenant with our forefathers that he would give us the services of God, the promises, the covenants, you know what I'm saying? The adoption to come back into the fold. You got it? Go ahead, read it real quick.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely, oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Oppression do what?
Maketh a wise man mad.
Surely, like without a doubt, oppression make a wise man mad. Why are we not mad? Why is only us in the ISUPK on the street corners? Why ain't everybody on the street corners saying, yo, listen, they forcing us to abort our babies at an alarming rate? Why ain't everybody in the street corner saying Black children have no type of school funding at all? Like the captain was bringing out yesterday. There is no computers in his son's school. How is Apple a multi-billion-dollar company with no computers in the school? Go ahead.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy when you bring that up. When you say, "Oh, how do our nephews not have computers in the school?" They keep opening up these STEM schools, technology schools, basically all around it. They changed Danforth to a STEM school, Flower to a STEM school, Plaza to a STEM school. All these tech schools, you know what I'm saying? Computers, and then to pick up what you're saying about what you're saying too about our own people, and I'll tell you about the conversation I just had with dude. He got the spirit of them, you know what I'm saying, as of the oppressors, because he's not angry at them, he angry at us, and I'm like, yo, he trying to find everything to nitpick, and I'm like, I'm proving him wrong with everything. He's like, yeah, how come the signs? They're not signs of he thought of hanging babies or whatever. And I'm like, yo, you're making things up because we got a sign that say that we is against abortion. So then when I say that, he's like, yeah, I'm against abortion too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, why you not in the class with us? Then he said something about, y'all showing pictures of slavery. I said, yeah, we show a picture of how the similarity of slavery in Egypt and the similarity of slavery here. So then I'm like, I say, yo, you can't tell me what's on our signs, because you know what I'm saying, I know our signs. And he just the fight is gone, he just flee. Right?
And it's all because he lacked understanding to see that what you're doing is the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And what he's doing is actually going against you, going against the truth. It's a commandment that you can't even speak against the truth, or you're breaking the law. You know what I'm saying? And we don't even understand the matter. We just automatically say, man, that dude up there, he said hell 20 times. He said, God damn. Oh, man, he got to be wicked. But you're not understanding what we're saying. What we're saying is the absolute truth. And surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. Keep going.
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
And a gift destroyeth the heart. We're going to go into the Apocrypha. Give me the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 24. Because not knowing that we don't understand wisdom, now we have to get the blueprint on how to. And this is what we hear. Like, the one thing difference between us and the Christian church justifies sin. We give you the blueprint out of sin. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to just bash you. We have the blueprint to get you out of the strength or out of the sin that you're in, which is the Bible and the understanding that we was given by the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? The Most High God woke up the seven heads to establish a school. You know what I'm saying? The Most High God raised up Commander General Yohana while everybody else left. The Most High God put us together so we can teach you every day. Every day we have class. You can't say you haven't heard this truth and haven't had a way to get back to your first love. You can't say you haven't, because we have provided that for you day after day after day. And a lot of people, we provided for them and they hate us for it. They hate us for it. Why are you so loud? Why you sound so angry? You know what I'm saying? Why you got that star of Molech on? You know what I'm saying? Not even understanding. We giving you the blueprint to get off drugs. We giving you the blueprint how you get off drugs. We giving you the blueprint on how you stop being a whoremonger. We giving the blueprint for our aqua, which is our sisters, to stop being whores, to stop following off after men and follow after the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's the blueprint. So this is what we're giving you today. You know what I'm saying? And it's free. It's free. You know what I'm saying? You get this truth, take it, eat it, like Ezekiel said, swallow the roll. You know what I'm saying? Symbolically, live this, bro. Digest this truth. Give me Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 1, and start at verse 25.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 1, verse 25. The one Aki Lakwafi's habit.
Yeah, give them a couple seconds to get it. Go ahead, call it out one more time.
Again, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 1, verse 25.
Go ahead. Well, okay, we got a question. What is the significance of the gold on our head? It's of no significance at all. It just represents a crown. It was always Israelite custom to have something on their head, not cover their crown, but to have something on their head, a meat tree, something like a war band. You know what I'm saying? And it spikes on it to represent warfare. So you can't hit me in my head without hurting yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing of super significance. What I'm saying is more important than this. So listen to the scriptures. Keep going.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 1, verse 25. The parables of knowledge are in the treasures of wisdom.
Shalom, Israel. The parables of knowledge are in the treasures of wisdom. Once again, all wisdom comes from the Most High God. The parables of knowledge, when they say parables, it's talking about dark sayings. It's talking about the things that's in the Bible that's hard to understand. The parables of knowledge are in the treasures of wisdom. That for God so loved the world, that's a dark saying. You know what I'm saying? That's a dark saying that a lot of people can't wrap their heads around. It's in the treasure of wisdom. You know what I'm saying? The world took that saying and created 30,000 different religions. We take that saying and said, listen, that's talking about you. God so loved you. You know what I'm saying? And like somebody just said, the scripture is man written bunch of imaginary stories. The stories is called parables. Things that's simple, that's hard to understand, made simple so you can understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like being born again, that's a parable. It's hard to understand because we are born again in the ISUPK. But it's easy to understand because you know a baby. A baby is born and everything he has to do is brand new. Everything from the womb he has to learn. So this is what the parable of knowledge is talking about. Keep going.
But godliness is an abomination to a sinner.
So abomination is like disgust, something that you hate. And the sinner represents the people in the world hate godliness. They hate when we stop using drugs. They hate when we start talking about the crimes of our oppressor. They hate when we don't just take on the title black. They hate when we say we're not African American. They hate when we say we're not no Africans. They hate when we say the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. They hate godliness. They hate the scriptures. You'll pull up scriptures to somebody who so-called supposed to follow God. And they hate it. They hate it. They hate godliness because they want to be stuck in their sin. And the sinner don't look at it like Christianity. A sinner is just somebody who made up in their mind that they're going to sin. They're not going to keep God's laws. They're going to sin. It's a lifestyle. The at the end makes it a lifestyle. You're a sinner. So when people ask us, do we sin? We say la'ah. We say no, we don't sin because we're not sinners. We don't just break God's laws. We search the scriptures and keep them. We follow men above us that teach us how to keep the laws, how to keep the spirit behind the law. Is you break one, you break them all. No. That's a sinner. That's a sinner. You break one, you break them all. No. Because now he's giving you an excuse to not keep none. Now you justifying pork. You know what I'm saying? Now you justifying adultery. You justifying all the laws of God because you break one, you break them all. No, that's not what it's talking about. It's not what it's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Verse 26. And this is the blueprint. And write these scriptures down, man. Get these scriptures down in your notebook because this is the blueprint to understand the ISUPK. This is the blueprint to understand the priests and prophets of the Most High. Because what we are trying to do, we're not trying to stack treasures on earth and stack treasures on earth. We're trying to get treasures in heaven. We're trying to raise you up. We're trying to raise you up. You know what I'm saying? This is for you, so you can be raised up. Go ahead.
Verse 26. If thou desire wisdom, keep the commandment.
If thou do what?
Desire wisdom.
Now, if you want wisdom, if you want to understand the Bible, because we don't care about none of anything else. Once you understand this, everything else fits in. Now you can understand the Big Bang. Now you can understand the elements. Now you can understand the dirt and the water. But you have to understand the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? And there's levels to the scriptures. But if you desire wisdom, what?
Keep the commandment.
No, do what you want.
Keep the commandments.
No, you break one, you break them all.
Keep the commandments.
Keep the commandments. And this is what we teach. This is the foundation of the ISUPK. This is what separates us from your Christian church. This is what separates us from the Muslim mosque. This is what separates us from your fake Israelite group. We are telling our people to keep the commandments. And they are not grievous. You can do it. The men above you do it. They do it and they fight in adversities for doing it. And you watching them fight. This is the blueprint how to get out of sin and get right with the Most High because we are living in the last days. We don't have much time to play. We don't have much time to play. The grace period is closing. Paraphrasing the parable, like we're talking about, the parable of knowledge is the 10 virgins and the bride, the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is likened unto 10 virgins. You know what I'm saying? 5 of them had oil ready for the king, and the other 5 was slacking. You know what I'm saying? And when the king came, he took the 5 that was ready, and the door was shut. This door is closing. You don't have much time. That phone bill was due last week. This week is going to be clipped. You got to hurry up and come back to the Lord. You got to come back to the Most High. You have to. And this, when you see us, when you see the priests and prophets on the earth, that's how you know the door is closing. You'll rather be with us than against us. Because if we're right, then you want to be on this side. You know what I'm saying? And if we're wrong, you do not want to be on that. You do not want to be on that side. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be on that side. You'd rather be with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? This is what faith is about. Go ahead.
Slocky was saying so heavy because, which is like you just said, once you see the priests and prophets, you know what I'm saying? Because before, like you said, like we were seeing pastors. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Still like I mean, nowadays, since 1969, priests and prophets, the Most High was raised up the priests and prophets of the Most High God, so we could be warned. Mm-hmm. Or like as watchmen, but also when you start seeing the priests and prophets speaking, warning us, like how in the scriptures he always told the prophet that, yo, go tell my people they they off. Go tell my people they wicked. Go tell them they being whore, they drunken, whatever it is. He always tells us, go tell my people. And now, like you said, that's what we're doing. We're going to tell our people. So when our people see that is what's going on in the scriptures is going on in our life, you said they better get in here before that door closed.
Get in here. They say you desire wisdom, because the reason why we go into all these other religions and philosophies is in the first place is because we desire wisdom. We think the Egyptians had all the knowledge and the wisdom. So we desire wisdom, so we lead to the Egyptians. The Egyptians were destroyed by the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? So if you want wisdom 101, know that. No matter how wise they were, how many gods they had, the Most High God destroyed Egypt. He destroyed them. Them people over there, they are not the Egyptians. That's Ishmael in Egypt. The real Egyptians are destroyed. They don't have the wisdom. You know what I'm saying? The wisdom comes from God. You know what I'm saying? And that's point blank period. You are supposed to get that. But the only way to get it is to keep God's commandments. Keep going.
And the Lord shall give her unto thee.
No, he's going to keep you without understanding.
And the Lord shall give her unto thee.
No, he's going to keep you in the dark.
And the Lord shall give her unto thee.
So this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 1, verse 26. If thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments, and the Lord shall give her unto thee. You know what I'm saying? The her meaning the wisdom. Wisdom will be given unto you once you decide to get in all black, to follow the commandments. Like coming into ISUPK is like one of the most important things I could have ever did in my life. Because now I see how people who desire the wisdom but don't want to keep the commandments, because believe it or not, we are commanded to listen to the priests and prophets of the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? We are commanded to follow and be in order. We are commanded to be in ranks and military-like structure. We are commanded to, in Hebrews chapter 5, it says, in order for one to teach, you have to be taught first. This is the first principles of the oracles of God. We are commanded that. This is why Christ rose up Peter. This is why Paul rose up them churches. Because we have to be in order with the spirit of truth, which is the Holy Spirit, which is in the ISUPK. That's why outside, they are blinded. They are blinded. You have fake Israelites. Shalom, sis. You got fake Israelites selling Thanksgiving or celebrating Thanksgiving, calling it Yahweh Shai's Day. And we believe they have wisdom because they got on fringes on their t-shirt. Because they say Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. You know what I'm saying? Because they know a little Hebrew. But they are not in here. This is what it lacks. They are not in here. And you can see it. If you desire wisdom, keep the commandments, and the Lord thy God is going to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? And the commandments, it's deep. It's not just stop eating pork and you're going to be wise. The Muslims don't eat pork. So they wise? No, it don't work like that. You have to, the Most High God want full obedience. You don't want partial obedience. He don't want you to, I'll keep this. No, all right. And I'll do this how I want. No, he want full obedience. Full obedience is in the ISUPK. That's it. It's nowhere else. Because everywhere else, you can go back home and do whatever you want. Not in here. Not in here. All black. Stop doing what you're doing. Don't worry about teaching everybody. Worry about you. Because the thing is, and we had this too, me and my aunt, we started learning and wanted to teach. The first thing we was taught in the ISUPK, no, stop. Worry about you first. You know what I'm saying? Khan Adawan Khan. We got to learn. Other brothers not learning this, and this is stopping them from being able to develop. Because now when it comes to should we eat tuna fish, they like, well, yeah, we can eat tuna fish. Because they was never taught in the ISUPK, tuna fish is unlawful. You know what I'm saying? They was never taught, yo, nah, you can't do this. You can't do that. Because the commandments of the Lord are true and are good. It's good that we should be in order. It's not wrong for us. They said, oh, y'all worship men. Come on now. Are you really going to say that Yahweh Shai came in the flesh and you will worship him? So you worship men? It's understanding. You see, the title of this video is Understanding Wisdom. To be able to understand that it's wise for you to follow in line. You know what I'm saying? It's wise for you to follow orders. You know what I'm saying? It's wise for you to be accountable because the men above you are accountable for you, and you're accountable to them. Now you have to answer to them for the things that you're doing. Why are you over there secretly eating pork? Why are you over there covered in on your brother's rib? Why are you over here doing this? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? The demon don't like that. Like the cat was bringing out yesterday, the demon don't want that. They don't want the truth. You know what I'm saying? And this is why a lot of the people who so-called have the truth, who have wisdom, which really don't, will lead you down that path because you can get up with brothers, unity camps, and then go back home and light up a blunt. You know what I'm saying? Go back home and deal with your whores or whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no accountability. It's all about looking like you're doing it. That's what Yahweh Shai said. They make clean the outside of the cup, but the inside of the cup is filthy. You know what I'm saying? In the ISUPK, we teach clean the inside of the cup. We don't look the prettiest. They tell us, yo, get a job. They think we bums. You know what I'm saying? They think we bums, but the inside of that cup is clean, though. The inside of that cup is clean. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's about. Then you can get your, you know what I'm saying? Then you can get dressed all up, do however you want. But the moral of the story, clean your inside first. Get clean. Stop sinning. Keep the commandments of the Most High God, and you'll be able to understand wisdom. Like the priest is bringing out, brothers, he so-called agree, but he don't, though. And this is what you're going to find with most brothers and sisters in the truth. They'll so-called agree, but they don't, though. You know what I'm saying? There's a man who came to debate my captain. When we went to meet him and whatever, it was all good. He so-called agreed. He said, I like the ISUPK. I like what y'all do for the black community. But he don't, though. He don't, though. And now he's starting to show his true colors. Like he don't. Oh, y'all do this. Y'all do this. Y'all wear that. Y'all do that. Y'all say this. Y'all following men. Good night. And in the meantime, he's following no one. Being destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Being destroyed. The men above us are like fathers in the truth. You know what I'm saying? And it's good because none of us have real fathers. If we have a physical man as a father, he is not a father in the spirit because he left us. You know what I'm saying? We get what we lost. That's why I said in the beginning, we are here in the ISUPK to give you back what you lost, which is your first love, the connection to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna hate you for it. Once you find what you lost and you try to give it up, they're gonna hate you for it. But it's cool. That's what the Bible is talking about. If they hated you, just know they hated me first. Because this is what he did. He came back to give us to our first love. Why you think they kept saying, Rabbi, Master, I don't want. What about this? What about this? Because they were taught wrong. And we were taught wrong. We were taught Christmas is about Christ and baby Jesus and Emmanuel and baby in the manger. But really, it's celebrating Nimrod. You know what I'm saying? So we were taught wrong. We have to get back to our first love. And then we'll understand the wisdom that comes along with it. Because the Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these other things will be given unto you. And this is all falling in line for us, the men, to stand up and say, you know what, this is what we're going to do. We standing with Yahweh Shai. And the women to say, you know what, I'm standing with my men. You know what I'm saying? And for us to stand up and rise as a nation, this is why they can't stand us. Because the bigger picture, not because I'm saying something about the Bible that they don't like. It's because if I get people to believe this, we will no longer continue to be in captivity. The Most High God won't send his son, and it's going to be problems. It's more than that. Go to verse 27.
Verse 27. Verse 27. For the fear of the Lord is wisdom.
No, it's stupid.
It's wisdom.
No, we being dumb.
It's wisdom.
No, we following man.
It's wisdom.
No, we're men pleasers.
It's wisdom.
For the fear of the Lord is wisdom. Keep going.
And instruction.
And what?
Instruction.
And what?
Instruction.
And instruction. It's the pride in a man or in a woman that won't allow them to be instructed. And this is outside of the truth. Even in the world, you'll understand that your rib will not listen to you, but will go to work and listen to her slave master. You know what I'm saying? It's the pride in her that won't listen to you. But the fear of the Lord is instruction. Tell her, yo, listen, this is what it is. I'm saying this is what we got to do. We got to do this or we don't. Or you don't. You ain't got to be here. You know what I'm saying? It's simple as that. Because at the end of the day, this is wisdom. It's foolish to do whatever you want. Like General Muhammad was bringing out yesterday. You got a man up there saying, yo, listen, I don't want to be put in a box, but I like men, women, and transgenders. This is what happens when you do what you want. When you don't want to follow instructions. When you don't want to say, okay, all right, maybe a man should be with a woman and a woman should be with a man. That's the instruction. That's what we got from the beginning. Maybe a man should be with a woman and a woman should be with a man. That's right. The Most High God was right when he said that. And let's push that. Push that on our kids. Push that on the next generation. Bring the closet back. Let's stop letting it be open. Stop letting them do it openly. Go ahead, priest.
She said it's heavy because my red, she went on a field trip with my daughter last week, right? Mm-hmm. And she couldn't find out that if somebody, even in elementary, they're doing this thing that it's just crazy. Mm-hmm. Elementary, I guess it wasn't. I mean, I'm gonna still call him a boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he. Of course, he'll eat him out, but the law allowed the mother to have his name changed. So at the school, they call him. You know what I mean? They address him as a little girl.
It's a kid?
Kid. Probably second grade. He's not younger because he went on. My daughter is only in kindergarten. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure it probably was only kindergartners or on up to probably the oldest to second grade on the field trip. Good night. But and this is what they allow to happen. So now the school, and our kids are exposed to this. Like you're saying, it's so heavy because we have to teach our children this. That man and woman, that's great life. That's common sense of it. Like, that's only sense. And you make life with man and woman. Mm-hmm. Nothing else come out of anything but monkeypox and anything else. So like, when my rib told me this, I'm like, yo, I can't wait to tell the octave this because this is in the elementary schools. Right here, and our kids are exposed to this. It's like, whoa, like where can we really show them that? Only with this truth. And
it teaches them also more so you can do what you want. There's no boundaries. If you can have a rod and say, yo, no, maybe I don't want a rod. That's no type of instruction. You'll be and this is why I was telling a bro at the slave. This is why this place is about to be destroyed. Because at one point in time, they were strong. They stood on things. They believed in things. Women was a certain way. Men were a certain way, publicly. You know what I'm saying? Now, they done flipped their beliefs. You cannot be strong as a nation if you allow your men to grow up pretending to be a woman. You cannot grow strong. You cannot be a strong army. You cannot conquer other kingdoms. You will not be able to do it. You need masculine men in order to do that. That's the only way you'll be able to conquer anything. And they took away the masculinity out of this place. They said half the military is LGBTQ or binary. You know what I'm saying? Or curious. You know what I'm saying? You can't win no wars like that. Why do you think all these other nations is bucking up against this place? But it's time now. It's just like when you got an opponent and you see his time, he got a weakness. And it's time to attack. It's time to attack. You know what I'm saying? You catch him when he at his weakest point. That's what's going on now. And the prophecy is being fulfilled. But it says the fear of the Lord is wisdom and instruction. Keep going.
And instruction, and faith, and meekness are his delight.
And faith and meekness are his delight. Like I said earlier, this is the blueprint to teach you how to get back to your first love, which is the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? And his delight is faith and meekness. What it means by faith, it means by instead of you trying to argue every point, take a leap of faith. It's called a leap of faith for a reason. Let's just give these brothers the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they might know the truth. Let me hear what they're saying. That's faith. That's faith. And the meekness is like being at a lowly state and being humble enough to say, you know what, that brother know more than me. The Most High God delight in that. He delight in that. And that's exactly what the ISUPK embodies. When you come in as a trooper, you're not at the top. You don't call the shots. You don't get to do whatever you want to do. You don't have a man under you. You don't have men under you. You can't even give an order. You know what I'm saying? You're the one that the order is going to be given to. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to go all the way down to you. You know what I'm saying? That's called meekness. To be able to say, you know what, I'm low. Because that's what the Most High delight in. I'm just giving you skills to please the God of the Bible, please the God of Israel. This is how you please him, be lowly. You know what I'm saying? Because he's gonna raise you up. He's gonna raise you up. General Muhammad said it was 1,000 men between him and Commander General Yahan. 1,000 men between him and Commander General Yahan. Now he's right there. You know what I'm saying? He's right there. And that's faith. To be like, you know what? First you got to say, you know what? Well, let me hear what he's talking about. Because when you hear what we're saying, instead of being emotional and judging us and being prejudiced and being how you feel or being thinking like the slave master, you're going to shake your head and say, yeah, that's right. That's right. It shouldn't be little boys whose names change to little girls and they have to address them as a little girl in school. That's right. We shouldn't be unaliving babies. That's right. You'll say that's right. You would agree with us. But the witchcraft and the spirit that this place put on our people, you will not agree with us. But it's okay because the Most High God is with us. We know how to please him. We're going to be faithful and we're going to be meek. You know what I'm saying? You know how much faith Commander General had to have in order to just keep this going? 2-3 people? He watched the whole school get diminished to 2-3 people. The most of us would have been gave up on God. We'd have been like, you know what? It's time to do something else. God ain't with us. We didn't thought God wasn't with us and quit. Now look at us. We got Passovers, but we can't even count the people that's in here. Can't even count them. Go ahead, preach.
Like you're saying, I mean, like, it's so heavy how you just said that, how, like, just to see, like, all right, boom, how some people lose faith. We see in the world where people only join the biggest gangs. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, go to a correctional facility, everybody going to turn blood or Muslim because it's full. Blood Muslim and Lion Kings. You know what I'm saying? And then out in the world, everybody want to be, you know what I mean, from what's popular, what's big. Nobody want to be at the low spot that got a big built up. And that's how you know here in the ISUPK, the Most High with us, because even at a time, and it shows the pedigree of our leader, even at a time when it seemed like everybody want to go flock over there, start this. He was seeing it get built. And that alone, you can see why Commander General or the generals and captains, you can see why their faith is like unbreakable out the roof because they seen it get rebuilt.
They seen it rebuilt, and now they're rebuilding. So even every day, like we are, like it was a question on one of the chats asking Captain Yatazak. It was asking him, how do you know that what we're saying is the truth versus what everybody else is saying? And he just said the fruit. He said, if you're producing people that grows up to be LGBTQ, gangmakers, drug dealers, you producing this. That's your fruit. That's the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? That's the Muslim mosque. But in here, you will put down the drugs. We are the fruit. We are the proof that it works. We are the proof. I ain't smoked a cigarette in over 2 years. You know what I'm saying? We are the proof. The weed is gone. You know what I'm saying? We are the proof because nothing else would stop that. You got Muslims that smoke cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? They smoke cigarettes. You got Christian pastors to go outside and can't beat a cigarette. I remember when I was first coming into the truth, I was watching a video of General Muhammad. He was asking, it was like, yo, you want to know how you know you ain't going to do nothing for your people to say you're real? You can't even put a cigarette down. If you can't put a cigarette down to say yourself, you can't say your people. You can't do nothing. You ain't going to do nothing. I'm like, damn, with the cigarette in my hand, like, damn, that's powerful. If I can't put this down, how can I save a nation? Because that's our job. Our job is to save this nation. You know what I'm saying? We have to save it, starting with us, starting with our homes, starting with our zones, starting with everywhere to the point where we go to, yeah. I can't wait for Passover, man. I can't wait for Passover. I'm working on something right now for my garment. You know what I'm saying? Because my first Passover was last year, but seeing that men, the fruit, like Captain Yatazak was saying, the fruit of men that don't smoke. Like we had an all-black party. Commander General Hunter came at the end and said, yo, listen, y'all see this? Y'all hear this? Y'all smell this? No weed, no fights, no bug-out drunks, no Eve fighting, none of that. Fun, drinks, chicken, you know what I'm saying? Everything you want, music, you know what I'm saying? Akwaf, Akim, everybody right here. I'm like, yo, yeah, that's crazy. You don't get that. No, in no city. You don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Just real quick, it's like, because like, I've never been to a family reunion.
Mm-hmm.
And then coming together with the family, like you just said,
mm-hmm.
that was my first family reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Ever, pretty much, cause even I was telling Raj, down there, he was saying like, I'm like, Passover's in Durham. He's like, yo, I don't know if I'm gonna go this one because, you know, I don't know nobody. And I'm like, yo, we went, we didn't, you know what I mean? Like, we met everybody there, but you wouldn't know that we just met. That's how family is. Like, oh, cousin John, or, you know what I mean? Whatever it is. He's like, yo, all right, sorry, y'all. Know how y'all, oh, what's on your phone? Oh, y'all sick? Oh, that was Captain Desire. Everybody knows, I mean, like, and everybody camp leader is solidified. Because it's like, oh, what's on you? You say the camp leader, and then they got something to say about your camp leader. It shows again, like, oh, and they happy that the camp leader that got through it as well. It's like everybody genuinely happy for each other. Like, oh, all right, boom, now, all right, boom, get over here. Get over here.
And it's mighty. You know what I'm saying? It's mighty because black people missing this. We're missing this. We're missing the spirit of the Most High God. This is the spirit of the Most High God. And I tell everybody, I told all my bros in the room, I told them, yo, listen, this is the truth. Come to the truth. And they all like, they ain't see what I seen. You know what I'm saying? But to understand it is the topic. They haven't seen wisdom. They look at wisdom and nah, that's foolishness in their eyes. But what I understand is different. I was up here like my second, third Sabbath service, and Captain Azanya and Officer Dawamgabar were like, yo, yeah, I know you probably up here looking like, yo, these two niggas bugged out. I'm like, nah. I see two mighty men that's willing to fight for this truth, man. No matter what or anybody who with it, y'all gonna do it. That's what I see. You know what I'm saying? They like, wow. I'm like, and ever since then, every Sabbath, because that's what I seen. I seen men that don't care what outside of these doors think. We call it outside of these doors. Outside of these doors is the world. Inside of here, like the Bible said, I'll be a little sanctuary to you. This is our little sanctuary where our language is spoken. Our rules and regulations and protocols given up from the top on down is presented. Our style. Most likely the Lord's Spirit is in here. You ain't got to worry about nothing comes up missing. You ain't got to worry about anything come up missing. You don't got to worry about anything breaking. You don't got to worry about anybody being mistreated. You don't have to worry about any of that. We got rules and regulations and protocols for everything. But
just real quick again, like you said, what goes on, you know, and while we in here, we so safe, and around us is crime going on. I mean, it was homicide, unalive down the street. We come out, we hear shots. You know what I'm saying? And car accident over there, whatever. Sirens over there. We hear shots, all kind of things. But nothing happening right here. Where we at?
We be wild. We be good. We be saying here good. We come out like, damn, you heard those? Damn, we get the news. Oh, somebody, Sabiyala hit me up. Yeah, somebody got shot down the street, bro. I'm like, what? And we was good. You know what I'm saying? We get the Akwaf come in from out of town, the Akim come in from out of town, and this is our little sanctuary because we the only ones. Every outside of us, when you look up, brothers is in the world. They're in the world. They're in the world. And it's our job to keep being that pillar. And our example is the men above us. You know what I'm saying? And this is how you understand wisdom. You have to understand wisdom through men. You waiting for somebody to come down. The dude Captain Cesare battled yesterday, a couple days ago, he said Yahushua appeared unto him. It's Christianity at its finest. It's Christianity. He appeared unto him and him alone to speak to him. He's not doing that. That's not biblical. He don't do that. He don't, because that defeats the military purpose. That defeats the power and the structure. This is why you always hear in the Bible a name. I had a name. I got a name that's above all names. Him that's greater than me. Him that's mightier than me. All of this is referring to rank. Who gets the orders? The men with the rank. You know what I'm saying? It's rank in heaven. And this is how you know it's the truth, because it's rank in heaven. And the scriptures say, your kingdom done, there will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So we want the priestly order on earth as it is in heaven. Rank and order and structure. The Most High is not playing. He's not playing with them dudes. He's not playing with them individual lights. He's not doing that. And that was one of the things that I had to learn as a trooper. The Most High not with everybody. I used to think that the Most High actually sups with everybody. I had to learn the scriptures from the men above me. They'll say, yo, he never did it. I'm like, wow. And I was asking the brother came on my TikTok. Again, on TikTok, you got any questions? On Facebook, you got any questions? Type them in the chat. Same thing with YouTube. I was asking the brother on my TikTok, like, yo, listen. I'm like, in the Old Testament, how many people and men did God deal with? He said, just one. I said, in the New Testament, how many people and men did God deal with? He said, just one. I said, right now, how many people do God deal with? He said, everybody, brother. You got them over there. I'm like, see, this is where 1 plus 1. This is Christianity. 1 plus 1 is no longer 2. 1 plus 1 is 7. 1 plus 1 is 6. If God said he never changed, you know what I'm saying? He never changed. Yahushua don't change. He's the same Yahushua yesterday, same today, same tomorrow, forever. How he only dealing with one person then? How else would that person be able to get glorified? This is why Yahushua say, glorify me, because he is the one the Most High is dealing with. The Most High is dealing with Yahushua. And Yahushua is at the top rank above the angels, above the demons. And then Peter is the rank besides that on the earth. You know what I'm saying? And it goes far down. The disciples, it goes far down. It goes all the way to the rank. You know what I'm saying? It don't be no miraculous, yo, all right, God came and talked to me. No, that's not wise. That's not understanding wisdom. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do a series on wise words too. We're gonna go through the scriptures and get everybody edified on the wise words in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because in the ISUPK, we learn wisdom by practicing it, by practicing the commandments. You know what I'm saying? Practicing what God said to do. You know what I'm saying? Like after a while, because I had so many questions, I had questions for months. Captain Anxiety told me, listen, man, I've been doing this for so long. Whatever Commander General Yohana say, listen, that's it. He's the man of God. And it reminds me of the times of Moses, because Moses is sent out of order and everybody will follow, but you'll have those certain few that want to scoff and buck up. After so many times, how would you want Moses to prove that the Most High is with him? What you want him to do? What do you want Moses to do so you can know the Most High is with him? And this is how it is in the school. And I said, yeah, you're right. You're right. You know what I'm saying? And this is how you follow in line. Because if we sit there and want to question everything every man above us do, are we really even in the truth? Are we really even in the truth? This is why it says by faith and meekness. It goes in the hand in hand. Meekness being a low point, humble. Faith just having trust in the Most High that this is right. You know what I'm saying? And like Hebrews said, Hebrews chapter 11, by faith, the men, the elders in our nation had a good rapport with the Most High. The Most High said, I find it right. You know what I'm saying? He find it right for us to be of faith. You know what I'm saying? He find it right for us to, you know what? And this is how you know it's truth, because everything comes from the scriptures. Thus saith the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Counsels, listen, contact the men above you. even down to getting a name. This is wisdom. This is how you understand it. Like they look at what we doing in the ISUPK and they say, "Oh, y'all cold," because they're not understanding wisdom. Because you want to know what? They hate God's commandments. They hate God's laws. Then you got brothers that do keep a little couple commandments, and they be like, "Yo, I like what y'all do. I like what y'all do," and then turn around and they not with us. Like John chapter 2 verse 9, 1 John chapter 2 verse 19, it tells you they're not with us. They went from among us so the world could know that they are not with us. Everybody is not with us, and you got a new thing going on where they're saying One West. What they said? They said they a branch from One West, a One West branch. All these camps is One West. All these camps is One West. But we are One West, ISUPK, under Commander General Yohana. And the order is all camps come to the Passover. All camps report. You know what I'm saying? Everybody report. You know what I'm saying? We are one nation. We are not 79 different camps. We are one nation, like the priest bring out. That causes division. You know what I'm saying? When you over here, you thinking you checking what we taught you, and then you twisting it and going over there and want to get your own glory. When the Most High, when the Yahweh Shai returns, they're gonna say, "Oh, listen, I never knew you. I never knew you." You know what I'm saying? Because you're not working the commandments the right way. He said everything must be done decently and in order. It's talking about the church. It's talking about the body. Everything has to be done decency and in order. You can't just go off and say, "You know what? I had a dream last night. I'm the Holy Spirit." You know what? Man, listen. They need to listen to me. No, that ain't how it works. You've been deceived. But you can drop that. Give me Psalm chapter 111, verse 10. Yeah. So to understand wisdom, if you desire wisdom, keep the commandments. 1. 2, if you want to be able to understand exactly what's going on in this world today, come on, we giving out lectures and prophecies that's being fulfilled as we speak. You know what I'm saying? Prophecies. Commander General Yohana said that it was the World War III was about to pop off, and all these nations started popping off. He said, "Yo," they said, "What you looking for next?" He said, "We looking for Iran to join the fight." Out of the Russian and Ukraine, this is how you know a prophet. It said, out of the Russian and Ukraine war, we thought that was going to start World War I or World War III. We thought it was going to be the first battle to start World War III. Commander General Yohana said, "Nah, we got to wait for Iran to get involved. Once we wait for Iran to get involved, then we're going to see the prophecies moving." And sure enough, the Hamas bombed Israel or took captives from Israel, the Israelis, the imposters. They took them and started the war. And then when you find out who behind Hamas, it's Iran. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Like, this is months before it happened. And then it happens. Bomb. You got to keep questioning what's the truth and what's not. What's the truth? What's not? You want to keep acting like men is not following the Most High God, but because it don't look Christian-y, we don't like it. You know what I'm saying? We don't like it, and a lot of our people is running away from Christianity right now, anyways, because we see there's no masculinity there. We're running the gangs, the Bloods, the Crips before we go there, because at least we can be masculine. We can take an oath. We can be a warrior. You know what I'm saying? But to be a warrior, you gotta come in the ISUPK, man. That's it. Go ahead, priest.
Just real quick too, though. A lot of people like any other organization, anybody outside of ISUPK, right? They don't protect the people. Mm-hmm. The church don't protect the people at all. Like you said, that's why people will run to a gang, whatever it is. They run to the evil. They keep looking for who's going to protect them. Run right here. If you're so-called Black, Latino, American, you don't got to run no further than ISUPK. Right. But you run into like the churches that they're not protecting. Mm-hmm. They scared. They scared of everything. They scared of their rib.
They scared of their rib. They rib running up. And it's all for a reason, though. It's also the people who's supposed to be here are going to be here. It's just as simple as that. The Most High ordained it. You just make sure you do your part. You know what I'm saying? Because the people that's supposed to be here are going to be here. You do your part. You know what I'm saying? And this is why we have each other. And brotherhood is the most important thing. Because even the wisdom, it all ties back to brotherhood. To being able to be, because the commandments are for you and your brother. And when we say brotherhood, we mean sisterhood as well, too. because we are one nation. We're not just a nation of men. You know what I'm saying? The woman play a role as well, too. You have to be mighty in the eyes of the world. You know what I'm saying? Because Satan wants you. Because if he get you, he got 10 men guaranteed. 10 men you can drag away from the truth. You seen what happened in the garden. So you got to work 10 times harder. Be like, yo, no, I'm not listening. I'm listening to him. He know what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? And that's faith and meekness. You got Psalms 111 and 10?
It's the book of Psalms, 111, verse 10. Go right ahead.
Yeah, go right ahead.
It's the book of Psalms, 111, verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Is the what?
Is the beginning of wisdom.
No, it's the end.
Is the beginning of wisdom.
No, it's in the middle.
Is the beginning of wisdom.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. It's letting you know that it's levels. It's not just, oh, he's wise. No, it don't work like that. You're not just wise. You're not just all-knowing. No, it don't work like that. It's levels. It's levels to wisdom. The fear of the Lord is the beginning. Now you got to go all the way up. Now you got to learn how to fall in line. And this scripture right here, is this phrase, because this phrase in like 100 scriptures gets so overlooked because you don't understand what's the beginning to the middle and the beginning of wisdom. So you can start becoming wise. Then you learn how to fall in order. I thought I could teach myself. I thought the Holy Spirit was invisible in teaching me. No, I had to learn. And all the scriptures kept coming and leading me to the ISUPK. Every scripture, I'm like, damn. I read a scripture that said, one need to teach you first, be in subjection to the men who have a charge over you. I'm like, damn, it seems to me like, instead of looking at it as an individual thing, it seems to me like the Bible is more and more trying to make me in a body where I gotta fall in line and figure out where I fit it in. And I'm watching men become mighty through this like Captain Cesario. Man, listen, hands down, they can't. Not a debate. Like General Muhammad, man, I can't believe he was ever a trooper. You know what I'm saying? Commander General Yohana, I can't believe he was ever a trooper. You know what I'm saying? That's the beginning of wisdom, to wisen up, to go through it. And I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a father. I have children. I want them to go through the path. You know what I'm saying? Because the beginning letting you know that you got a ways to go. The fear of the Lord is just the beginning. Now let's dig into these records. Now follow them prophets. You know what I'm saying? Like, because also Captain Yatazak was bringing out as well how the prophets were subject to the prophets and how they all lived around the same time. He went to Nehemiah where they had camp. About 8 prophets was there. You're like, whoa, they all got their own books. And we went into this as well too. We're like, okay, they lied to us about the prophets. Now we're seeing the prophets in camp, in school. You know what I'm saying? Obadiah ran into Elijah on a humbug. He said, whoa, is that you? He's like, yeah, I'm Elijah. Yeah. Gave him an order. Go to the king and tell him Elijah here. You know what I'm saying? They was fighting Jezebel. They was battling Jezebel. Jezebel was unaliving the prophets. The prophets was together. It ain't no prophet over here doing his own thing. This is why we say John the Baptist wasn't in the truth, because if he was, he would follow Christ. Why would he be doing his own thing? You know what I'm saying? Nothing changes. Nah. Like, you got to understand where the Lord is at and follow it. You know what I'm saying? That's what he wants. That's the faith part. The faith, that's what the faith is about. It ain't about going in the closet and I love the Lord and writing every little thing, little Bible scriptures around your house. No, that's not faith. Get in line. Get all black. Get all black. You know what I'm saying? Come to school. Come to class. Like the priest always say, come to class, man. Come to class. That's what it's about. And with that, matter of fact, keep going.
You know what I'm saying? More. A good understanding.
A what?
A good understanding.
A what?
A good understanding.
A good understanding to be able to because you got people that can understand science, understand the medical field. You got people that can understand dentistry. They understand all the aspects of the teeth. You got people that understand cardiology, all the aspects of the heart. You got people that understand orthopedics, all the things that are dealing with the bones. You got people that understand everything, but to understand wisdom, you know what I'm saying, to have a good understanding, you have to fear the Lord. Keep going.
A good understanding have all they.
Have who?
Have all they.
No, son of them.
All they.
All they. Keep going.
That do his commandments.
No, that say his commandments.
That do his commandments.
No, that hate his commandments.
That do his commandments.
That do the commandments. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
His praise endures forever.
His praise endures forever. You know what I'm saying? That lets you know the law is forever. If we're going to praise the Most High for his laws and his commandments, it's wise not to eat pork. It is wise not to eat pork. It is wise not to sleep with your brother red. You know what I'm saying? We need to praise the Lord for that. You know what I'm saying? And we do that by doing it. Not by, no, by doing it. Doing it. You know what I'm saying? Paraphrasing Revelation, blessed is the man that readeth and do the words in this book. We have to do it. And with that, I'll pass the class over to Precinct Officer Sabi Yab. Give him a hand. Wow. Sorry, Chris.
This is the security announcements. We are the ISUPK started on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the leadership of Commander General Yohana. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shut themselves up the world. If they need transportation, teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if your brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is the commandment. Numbers 18:21. Malachi 3:8-10. Means 10 from the Hebrew, Ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to treasury department or teacher. Preach fund. Fee will offer for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever money will like. Upcoming holy convocation. The feast of dedication is going to be on the 7th, or that's Thursday, right? Right here, whatever zone you in, you know what I'm saying? Hanukkah, whatever zone you in, get there. It's for 8 days. For the first day, you want to get, bringing them together. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure every zone will have a nice feast, and you also going to know why we dedicate, why is the feast of dedication as well. Another holy convocation is on Saturday, the Sabbath day. Get together, go over 7 precepts, sing cry to the Most High, the Lashma Kudash in our holy tongue, and go over our customs. If you want to check back bulletin board for anything else, you want to become troop in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, scarf. With that, encourage salute to the brothers. Amaju, Abba Shabbat, Amaju, Barak,
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatam.
Ajabata, sorry, tell your sisters. Amaju, Shabbat, Amaju, Barak,
Yahweh Shema Lataba Hashem Yahushua.
Ajabata, God dismissed.